Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this really gorgeous purpley look using the infamous ABH Norvina palette. This is the first palette, I believe, and I'm assuming they're going to be coming out with more because it says like #1. This is the box that says volume 1, so I'm assuming there's going to be a lot more coming from ABH. I did this really gorgeous like purpley like cut crease. You can't really see it now because I kind of mixed two shimmery shades, and the cut crease detail is less detectable, which is fine because I actually do like how it turned out. This is such a gorgeous palette. I used this shade and as well as this shade right here, mix them together for a really gorgeous periwinkle like blue color, purpley color. So if you want to learn how to get this look, then please keep on watching. I'm going to start off by priming your eyelids using my Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r primer. I'm going to go ahead and set the eyeshadow base using my Fenty Beauty Instant Retouch Loose Setting Powder in Banana. It's a long name. I'm taking my Lexi 233 Large Fluff and just patting it to set everything. Today we're going to be taking the one and only newly launched Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina Collection Palette. It's called the Norvina Pro Pigment Palette Volume 1. Then this is the palette itself. I haven't even touched this palette because I wanted my first impressions to be on camera. It's like actually really big. Like this is the size of my head. I'm trying to compare to something. So like this is like a size of a regular Kleenex box and this is the palette. For comparison, because I feel like all Kleenex boxes are the same. Comes with a huge mirror. I don't want to blind you guys, but if you take this palette like on the go, such a nice mirror. There's like 25 shades in here, I believe. So gorgeous. Such a nice range of shades. I think I'm going to go ahead and use this shade right here called D2 today. So gorgeous. This is really gorgeous too. It's called C3. Gorgeous shades. I can't wait to play with it. I'm going to start off with like a transition shade. A lot of the shades in this palette are pretty bright, as you can see. So I'm going to take this shade right here. This little, not little, it's like a mustardy brown color, kind of like a tan color. It's called E3. I'm going to take it with my JH30 just to have a transition shade in my crease. Okay, so this is the color E3. I just lightly dusted it over my eyes with my JH30 brush, like I said. Now I'm going to go in, I don't know what I'm going to go in with. Okay, I'm going to go in with my Morphe M511. I've had this brush for a long time. It's like so old that the wooden pieces are coming off. I'm going to go ahead and go in with B4 right here. This like deep purpley shade, kind of has like a blue shift to it. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that. And I'm going to, I don't know how pigmented this is, but it's Anastasia Beverly Hills and Norvina collection, so I'm assuming it's going to be amazing. I'm just going to take this much and I'm going to tap off the excess and apply it to my outer corner. So far I have this. It actually looks pretty cool with the little E3. I'm going to take the same brush. I'm going to take the color A23, which is a little bit of a brighter, kind of like a brighter plum purple, and I'm going to apply that right on top. See how it lays. I'm not quite sure, honestly. This is my first time using this palette, like I said. Go ahead and take my JH30 and take E3, and I'm going to just blend out any harsh lines. My Morphe R37, and I'm going to take this color C4 right here, which is like another version of a light plummy shade, kind of like a mauve shade, and I'm going to apply that right on top of A3. I don't know how like good this will show, but I'm just, testing out the shades. I'm also going to mix a little bit of C5, which is right next to it. Kind of looks like a brownish red color. I feel like it'll give the shadow a little bit more depth. I'm mixing C4 and C5 using the same R37. Actually really pretty. Okay, I kind of look like I got a black eye right now, but we're gonna fix it all up, don't worry. My JH30 with E3 one more time. And just like blending. You want to make sure that everything is very seamlessly blended, and depending on your preference, I like that E3 kind of shows up. It kind of, in my previous video, it kind of gives the color that I'm going to use in my transition, and the colors that I applied after my transition really pop, and it just brings it out, and I kind of like the dimension it gives. I'm going to use the JH33. I take the color E5 right here. It's kind of very similar to C5, but this is a little bit more deeper, kind of has more of like a reddish brown tone. Further deepen this outer corners. I'm really digging this look actually. So like I mentioned, I'm doing a half cut crease. I'm taking my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and I'm going to go ahead and carve out the crease. So I have my mirror in front of me, so don't mind that. I'm using my Dose of Colors concealer brush and I'm just going to grab a little bit of Tarte Shape Tape on the back of my hand. And I'm going to saturate my flat concealer brush with the concealer. You can see right here. It's in the color Light Sand. Difficult because today my creases are, I have a lot of folds in my eyelids on my left side like I always do. Usually on a good day I only have one fold, but it's not a good day today. So let's see how we do. Start with my right side. I'm going to go ahead and line it first and look up. And it kind of gives me a mapping of how my cut crease is going to go, how high it's going to go. I tend to go a little bit higher just so that you can see it when I have my eyes, when I'm looking forward. I take my ring finger, I'm just going to blend it out. So I went ahead and cut my crease, kind of made it more detailed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back with my JH33 with no additional color yet. I'm just going to pat, because you want to make sure that it's blended. And all I've done so far is I patted out the concealer and kind of blended it out with my fingers. I'm going to take a little bit of C5 just to make sure that it's blended, because you don't want any harsh lines. I'm going with my NYX glitter glue. My Dose of Colors concealer brush just cleaned it off. Take a little bit. Then take my JH41. I'm taking this gorgeous shade D2 right here. It kind of looks purple, but it has a lot of reflex of blue, pink, silver, gold, and when you swatch it, it looks like a light sky blue. It's so gorgeous. So I'm going to go ahead and use that shade. And I'm also going to go ahead and spritz a little bit of my Too Faced Hangover RX. Get a little bit more dramatic. Look how gorgeous this shade is. Take my finger. So pretty, you guys. I don't even know if this goes with the look, honestly. Just make sure that I can get it very detailed. The shade is so gorgeous. That is so pretty. Also want to, just because I want this look to kind of not be so out there, I'm going to take a little bit of the color C3 and just kind of mix it with the D2 shade. I'm just going to use my ring finger. I'm just going to pat it. I don't even know if it'll look good, but it kind of made it like a really cool purpley periwinkle shade. I'm here for that. That's so pretty. I'm actually really digging this look. I liked it before, but this is so pretty, and this makes it a lot more wearable. So we're going to move away from the eyes for just a little bit. I'm going to go on to the face because I look kind of crazy with all of my eye makeup on and no complexion makeup on. I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of glow. This is my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in number 4. I don't know if you can tell, but my skin has gotten so much better, you guys. I've used a lot of AHA toners. Like, I'm using the Glossier AHA and BHA one, and then the Ren Glow Toner, and it has really done so well for my skin. So it looks, like, really good, actually. I'm not even going to toot my own horn. I mean, I have some redness still, which kind of makes it look like my skin is doing not so great, but it's because I have a lot of redness, so yeah. This is my IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Complexion Brush. I've also been using the Summer Fridays CC Me Vitamin C. I have loved that. As you guys know, I don't know if you know, I don't talk a lot about skincare. Like, I don't have a skincare dedicated video, but I think I've mentioned it in my favorites. I love, love, love the Drunk Elephant E Firma Day Vitamin C. That's like my favorite all-time vitamin C. But I used the Pharmacy Cherry Vitamin C. I really enjoy that too, but recently, because I saw like such great before and afters from the CC Me, I've been solely using that as my vitamin C, and it's been helping. I know it doesn't look like it right now because I'm so red, but it actually has been doing such a great job calming down my redness. Like, when I wake up in the morning, it's not as red, and I don't feel as dry. My skin doesn't feel as tight, even though I'm an oily combination. I still have like dermatitis around like right here, as I've mentioned a million times before. But the CC Me serum has really, really helped me, and I really do enjoy using it. Today I'm going to be using the Dose of Colors. What is it called? Meet Your Hue Foundation. I'm going to be mixing 112 and 115 together, because I have both, why not? I'm going to mix it with my Sigma F60 foundation brush. That's the point. Okay, that's a lot. Apply it. Going to use my Morphe E44. Spritz a little bit of my Too Faced Hangover RX. A bit on the back of my hand, and now I'm going to blend. Love this foundation. Take whatever I have left on my forehead. I grabbed quite a bit on my foundation brush. Always like to use my beauty blender and blend everything out. So I'm just going to grab a little bit. This is a new beauty blender. So clean, so fresh. And just kind of like cover. I have like additional coverage. Layer is pretty like medium coverage, and I like full coverage. So concealer, I'm going to be using my NARS Radiant Creamy in Ginger. And blended out my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Ginger. I'm now going to go ahead and use my highlighting concealers. I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer in the shades Cashmere and Vanilla. Cashmere is the darker shade. I like to mix two shades. And then I'm going to take Vanilla. Because this concealer dries a lot faster, I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out right away. VE28, and as usual, I just blended it in the inner corners to kind of make everything more gradient and not harsh. Now I'm going to go ahead and bake under my eyes and the rest of my face using my Fenty Instant Retouch Setting Powder in Banana. Just going to pick up any creasing that there may have been. And firstly, I'm going to set and pat in. After I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and like actually full on bake. I like to like bring it up to my, like wing it out. Dust this off. I'm using my literally beloved Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I love this. I never ever ever like retouch my face, but one day I really needed to because I was going into an event after work and I get very oily throughout the day at work. So I blot my oil, but then it kind of doesn't look the same because now you've blotted your oil and whatever, so on and so forth. I blotted my oil and I used this powder to kind of just like pat my face all over again because I love setting my face with powder and I love how it like just looks kind of refreshed. And then I applied some blush on top, and even before like setting it, resetting my face with setting spray, it looked so flawless. And then once I set it with my setting spray, it looked even more flawless. So if you guys are contemplating on trying this powder, I highly recommend that you do so. It's so amazing. It's well worth the price. I kind of just want to get one to leave in my makeup bag because it's that amazing and you guys all need to try it. So try it. I'm going to go ahead and set my face using my Marc Jacobs The Face One powder. And the thing is, this powder doesn't even look like powdery too, which is the best part. Go ahead and take my E48 here under my eyes. Then to add some color back to my face, I'm using my Marc Jacobs Tantastic bronzer, using my Morphe E4. Love it. And take my Tarte Park Avenue Princess Contour palette and just dip a little bit in each of those shades and chisel out the cheek. Go ahead and carve out the contour with some powder. We're almost done with this tutorial. I went ahead and applied some lashes. These are my KoKo Lashes Goddess. I also went ahead and tight lined it using my Marc Jacobs in Earthquake. Smudged some eyeliner on the bottom. This is my Dose of Colors eyeliner in Crushed. It's like a purpley color. Kind of goes really well with the look and it brings out the look even more. Mascara, I use my Charlotte Tilbury Full Fat Lashes. I let my lashes and the lash glue dry. I'm going to go ahead and apply some blush. I recently got this Kaja like blush thing that they have that's really cute. It has like a little heart that you just like tap the powder in. This is in the color Koi. It's a really nice purpley muted color, but I'm not going to use the little heart because I feel like because I have all that powder on, I don't want to mess anything up. I'm going to go ahead and take my Luxie 504 large angled brush, literally dip it into the brush, and I'm going to apply it on the back of my hand. It smells good. And I'm going to apply it. Really light and still very neutral, so it's not going to disrupt anything. I really like that. I feel like if I wasn't wearing a lot of powder, then using that would be really nice. I just love to mix like cream blushes on the back of my hand and then blend it out with my like a synthetic brush. I would have probably used that heart sponge, which is so cute by the way, and then blended it out. I feel like it would have moved and disrupted the powder on the bottom, so I didn't want that to happen, so yeah. And now we're going to go ahead and finish up my lower lash line. I'm going to take the Norvina palette once more. I mix C5 and C4 together, these two right here, with my JH42. And blend this out. First using my Dose of Colors shader brush. And then I just cleaned it off the brush a little and further blending it out just to make sure it's very seamless. It's turning out way better than I had imagined. I'm going to apply some highlight. I'm going to be taking the iluvsarahii and iluvsarahii and Dose of Colors in Soulmate. I feel like this just looks so gorgeous. My JH09. I'm going to use the Luxie 231 small tapered brush. And set my brows using my Benefit Brow Ready Set Brow. I don't even know if there is a new name to it. This is a really old one. I'm going to go ahead and set to my face using my Too Faced Hangover RX setting and priming spray. So we are doing our last finishing steps. I went ahead and applied the Full Fat Lash Mascara on my lower lashes. Now we are going to move on to the lips. I'm going to go ahead and use lip liner in Cafe. 2 Dose of Colors Liquid Lips in Knock on Wood and Let's Cuddle. I'm going to take Knock on Wood first because it is a little bit deeper in shade. And I'm going to take Let's Cuddle to nude it out.